All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the brothers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom. Um, this is going to be a quick lesson centered around, Esau, Edom. Never trust the enemy, which our main enemy, the enemy of the nation of Israel, is Esau, Edom. You read Hebrew Edomites. You are the main enemy of the nation of Israel. And it's been instances in the scriptures, examples in the scriptures of when the so-called white man spake peaceably, but war was in his heart. Because he had smooth words, but he was yet drawing swords. So I'm gonna get this precept, and this is another reason why our people are afraid of Esau, because of his sword, which we understand that he is the sword of Yahweh Bashim Shai. The wicked is the sword of the Lord. But they should fear the Lord and not fear Esau. But they fear Esau instead of fearing the Lord. So I'm gonna get right into these precepts. This is Psalms 55. It's verse 20. It says, "He hath put forth his hands against as be at peace with them. He hath broken his covenant." And that's what Esau do. He come up at subtile like a snake and try to be at peace with you, and try to let you, get your guard down a little bit. And then once you get, then once he got you in a position where he's vulnerable to strike you, he's gonna strike. That's what a snake does. Verse 21 says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart." So he was speaking smooth words. You speak smooth words to somebody to calm them down, to let their guard down. So once he let their guard down, turn their back, Esau gonna stab him in it, man. It says, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawing swords. So he speaks smooth words just so you can let your guard down, and then he strikes you, man. Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. It says, this whole psalm is a good psalm, but I'm gonna get straight to the point of the lesson. It says, verse 13, "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him." Who is him? Esau, because he's the wicked. He's in control of the earth right now. He's the one that's governing the earth, in wickedness, because he's not governing in righteousness, and he's devising all type of iniquity on his bed, man. It says, "Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So the wicked, which is the nation of Edom, they are the sword of Yahweh Bashim Shai. They're basically the whooping stick, of the nation of Israel. The Lord created the Edomites to be a whooping stick, a punishment, a paddle, a axe, a weapon against the children of Israel. And that's your whole existence. You're a paddle to the nation of Israel, man. A belt to the nation of Israel, to give a whooping to those, man, Okay, going on to the next precept. Well, actually, I can go on to my example in the book of First Maccabees. I believe it's chapter 7. Yeah, it's chapter 7. Okay, if you read up, Darius, the son of Seleucus, sent his son. Okay, I'm going to just read it. This is First Maccabees 7:1. It says, "In the 150th year, Darius, the son of Seleucus, departed from Rome and came up with a few men unto a city of the sea coast and reigned there. And as he entered into the palace of his ancestors, so it was that his forces had taken Antiochus and Lysias to bring them unto him. Wherefore, when he knew it, he said, Let me not see their faces. So his host slew them. Now when Darius was set upon the throne of his kingdom, there came unto him all the wicked and ungodly men of Israel, having Alcimus Alcimus, if I'm saying that right, who was desirous to be high priest for their captain, and they accused the people to the king, saying, Judas and his brethren have slain all thy friends and driven us out of our own land. Now therefore send some many some man whom thou trustest, and let him go and see what havoc hath he hath made upon us and in the king's land, and let him punish them with all them that aid them. So this is right, and I want to stop right there, just to show you, how wicked 2/3 of our people are, man. They are against their own people, man. You know, that's why Israel always been like this, man. When it comes to captivity and their oppressor, they love their oppressor more than their own damn people, man. And they're traitors when it comes to their oppressor, man. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. So the Lord told us not to envy our oppressors and choose none of his ways. And one of the ways of our people that they pick up from their oppressors is being a fucking coon, man. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Because our people have this slave mentality, man. You know? They have this slave, Stockholm syndrome, man. They hate themselves. They have this self-hatred, man, when it comes to their oppressor. Man, and it's even worse. It's worse under Esau, man. Bunch of fucking coons, man. First Maccabees 7:8. It says, then the king chose Bechad's, if I'm saying that right, Bechad's, a friend of the king, who ruled beyond the flood and was a great man in the kingdom and faithful to the king. And he can't and him he sent with that wicked Alsmus, whom he made high priest, and commanded that he should take vengeance on the children of Israel. So they departed and came with a great power into the land of Judea, where they sent messengers to Judas and his brethren with peaceable words deceitfully. So look, that's Esau. Esau, he speak peace words deceitfully. Verse 11. But they gave no heed to their words, for they saw that they were come with a great power. See, yet were they drawn swords. Verse 12. It's gonna show you why you should never trust Esau and his peaceable and what he fucking say and what he tell you, man, because he's a liar. And the scripture says he's the father of it. Let me see, get that real quick. Can't find the scripture I want. Liar and the father of it. Okay, this is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. Now, who was the murderer? Who was the first murderer? Cain. Okay, because there is no truth in him. And that's the so-called white man. He can't tell the truth. He's full of lies, man. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he's a liar and the father of it. And he lied, going back to Cain, when the Lord asked him where was his brother, he said, basically, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, you're your brother's keeper, fucking demon. You Edomites gonna fucking pay. Verse 12 says, Then did there assemble unto Alcimus and Bashaz a company of scribes to require justice. Justice for their so-called, Judas or doing something, Now the Assadenes were the first among the children of Israel that sought peace of them. That was a big mistake. Verse 14, for they say, One that is a priest of the seed of Aaron is come with his army, and he will do us no wrong. It was talking about Alcimus. It says, so he spake unto them peaceably, and swore unto them, saying, we will procure the harm neither of you nor your friends. Whereupon they believed him, howbeit he took of them 60 men and slew them in one day, according to the words which he wrote. So 60 is 60. So he took 60 of them and killed them. Verse 17. See, you should never trust these fucking devils. Verse 17. The flesh of thy saints have they cast out, and their blood have they shed round about Jerusalem. And there was none to bury them. Wherefore the fear and dread of them fell upon all people, who said, there is no truth or righteousness in them, for they have broken the covenant and oath that they made. So, as you can see, you can't trust the devil, and most importantly, you can't trust these wicked ass fucking Israelites that say they gotta remember they up their father the devil. So if their father is a fucking liar and break his covenant, what you think these niggas gonna do? They're liars and not gonna cheat. They like their father. Esau's their master, their father. You know. This is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 13. It says, and I'm gonna start at 12. I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Who art thou, that thou shouldest be afraid of man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? And forgettest Yahweh thy Maker, that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor. And that's 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They fear every day because of the fury of their oppressor, man. Because the fury of Esau, because of the terribleness of Esau. What has Esau done? Look at what he's done in America. He's lynched us, bombed churches, shot up churches, you know, shot up schools, amongst many things Esau has did with the sword. And our people are scared, man. They fear Esau because because of his terribleness and his fury. It says, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? You know? I'm trying to see, should I read on? Verse 14, it says, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread shall fail. And who is the captive? We, the nation of Israel. We're captive under the hands of our enemies, man. And we hasten to be loosed. So what's wrong with you niggas, man? We want to be loose from captivity, man. We want to be free of captivity. We don't want to have to go work for this damn devil for the rest of eternity, man. We want to be able to rest, man, in the kingdom of heaven, you know, with thousands of women, thousands of, children, with millions of, you can't even put a number on the amount of money we going to have, man. We're going to have wealth in the kingdom, man. Resting, with a crown of glory from the hands of Yahweh Bashim Shah. We not worried about America, man. We seek to be loosed from this captivity. Verse 15, but I am Yahweh thy God, that divided the sea, whose waves roareth. The Lord of hosts is his name. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunken at the hand of Yahweh the cup of his fury. And who did the fury of the Lord? Who put it on us? The sword of the Lord, as I got earlier. The Esau Edom. But our people fear the person that brung the sword more than the person that brung the sword. You get what I'm saying? They fear Esau more than they fear Yahweh, because Esau is the sword and he brung the sword. But Yahweh is the ultimately one that brung the sword, because the sword belongs to Yahweh, which is the nation of Edom. They're the sword. So the Lord is the one that brung that upon you. So you ought to fear him. We don't fear Esau. Why? Because we know that Esau is just a tool. Esau ain't shit, man. You know, we know you devils ain't shit. You're just a tool of the Lord, man. A battle axe, a whooping stick, you know? And you boast against the Lord anyways. I'm gonna get that too. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. And you niggas, you tremble at the so-called white man. You know? You act like a bunch of crouched lions when it comes to Esau because of his sword. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth. Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she brought up. Because our men are emasculated, man. They're not men. Verse 19, these two things are come upon thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction and famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of fury of Yahweh and the rebuke of Yahweh. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, and thy God that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of my cup, the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. And it says that also in the book of Lamentations. You know, we're not gonna drink that cup anymore, man. You know, the cup of the Lord's trembling and his fury. But I will put it in the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. And Esau made our people do that one time. I seen a picture of a so-called Edomite having his foot on the back of a little Jake child. And I thought maybe if I were to search that, it would pop up, but shit. Okay, let me see. Whites with foots. Really? Using blacks as stepping stools. Oh my God. It still look, man. I can't find that picture, man. Let me just type in white supremacy. I really wish I could find that picture, man. Damn. it was during the time of slavery. Well, this is an example of a so-called black man bowing down to Esau. See, look, we took care of their little bastard ass kids, man. Yeah, we got a Jake woman breastfeeding a so-called Edomite child, man. And guess what? You think they ain't gonna do that in the kingdom of heaven? Shit. Because, hey, man, they're gonna be taking care of our kids, man. These heathens, they're gonna be taking care of our kids. I cannot find the exact picture that I want, but in the picture I saw a so-called white man. He was sitting down and he had a little Jake baby, like probably like 8 7 8 years old. He had him like on all fours and he had his feet on his back, like a stool, like a stepping stool. He had his feet on his back, you know But hey, I'm gonna read verse 23 again. It says, "But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over." It's talking about you Israelites, And hey, the Lord said He gonna put that same cup in our enemies. And this is the scripture that fulfills that. That also says it. Isaiah 49 and 23. "And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens shall be thy nursing mothers." That's talking about these heathens, because they're going to be our nursing fathers and our nursing mothers. They're going to, do things they're going to provide for us, do things like cooking and stuff like that for us. Whatever the case may be, we need whatever they need. We need them to do. They're gonna do it. If we need them to fan us, or fetch us with a glass of water, or do things that nature. Hey, whatever we need them to do, they're gonna fucking do it, man. It says, "They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me." And this is the patience, man. Waiting and believing in these scriptures, man. Because we know that the Lord is going to do this, man. We know it. Two reasons. The first one is Numbers 23 and 19. "God is not a man that he should lie." Actually, I got three reasons. "Neither the son of man that he should repent. He has said, and shall he not do it? And he has spoken, and shall he not make it good?" So the Lord is going to make it good, and he's going to do it, man. Another reason. John 10 and 35. If he called them gods, unto whom the word of God came, and the scripture cannot be broken. Now that's talking about, us being gods. But the point I want to focus on, it says, and the scripture cannot be broken. So whatever the scripture says, it's not gonna be broken. I mean, it's not gonna not come to pass. It's gonna come to pass. It's gonna happen. Okay, that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is Hebrews chapter 11. And for 1, it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, which is Yahweh, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear." I'm going to jump down to verse 6. Verse 6 says, But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So faith is another reason why we believe it, you know? And it's not of ourselves, it's a gift from Yahweh Bashim Shah. So those are the three reasons why. Faith, because the scripture cannot be broken, and the Most High is not a liar. And among other reasons, those are just the ones that I could think of right now, concerning this lesson. So these three things, man, those are three examples of why we believe these scriptures, man. And plus, it's a gift from Yahweh Shemel Shah. Faith is a gift from the Lord, man. But the scripture says it, and the Lord is not a liar. The Lord said he gonna cause our enemies to lick up the dust of our feet. That's exactly what they gonna fucking do, man. The Lord is not a liar, man. In Isaiah 49. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty, or the lawful captive delivered? But thus said Yahweh, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contendeth with thee, and I will save thy children. Who needs to be saved? Who needs to be saved, man? Who needs to be saved from the oppressor? Because I don't see nobody else. Look at the heathens, man. I don't see nobody else that's in captivity that needs to be fucking saved, man. Only the nation of Israel is in captivity, needs to be saved. We're the ones being oppressed, man. Ooh. Okay, the Lord said, he says, verse 25, it says, but thus saith the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. Who is the terrible? Esau. And we're to pray to him, man. He prey upon our people, many different things. Money, put us, lock us up. The prey of the terrible shall be delivered. For I will contend with him that contended with thee. Now I got that word contend. My damn phone trying to go dead. Okay, I got that word contend. It means engage in rivalry. And it's lucky. It says compete, to stretch out, to shoot, to measure, or to try one's strength with, to fight. So the Lord is gonna fight with the person that's fighting with us, man. And that's the nation of Esau, Edom, man. They fighting with us, so the Lord gonna fight against their ass, man. So remember, let's read that again now that we know what that word contend means. But thus said the Lord, even the captives of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. And the prey of the terrible is talking about the nation of Israel, because they prey on us. For I will contend with him that contended with thee, and I will save thy children, and I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood, as with sweet wine, and all flesh shall know that I am Yahweh, that I, Yahweh, am the Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. Now that's beautiful right there. That gives us hope, man. The Lord said he gonna feed those that oppressed us with their own flesh, man. that's gruesome. That's cruel right there, man. The Lord is terrible, man. It's like, yeah. Oh, here you go. Isaiah 42 and 22. This is going into an example of who's the prey. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none said to restore. Now that's talking about the nation of Israel. Now if you go to the Google and you look prison, Slovakia prison population by race. Okay, let's see. I want to see photos of. Okay. Look at this, man. Look at this. Incarceration rates per 1,000. 100,000. Look at the so-called Negroes, man. Their incarceration rates are fucking high, man. Let me see. Let me go to something else. Uh-oh. I want to see this focus on the U.S. The U.S. The percentage of U.S. incarcerated population. As you can see, the so-called white man, he's in jail. He's in prison all around the earth. But look at the U.S. The 36% is 39% is so-called white, but 40% is so-called blacks, and 19% is the so-called Hispanics. But if you look on TV shows, all they show is so-called blacks. You know, a majority of our people, they're incarcerated, man. They're in jail. They locked up, man. And it's a big gap, man. You know? So that was just an example of that, showing that's talking about the nation of Israel, or people that's snared in holes and robbed and spoiled. Because we're the ones that's robbed and spoiled. You know? So I think that's it for right now. Hey, the Lord is gonna do it, man. So I think that's it. I think I'm gonna just end it there. Cause I don't believe I have any more scriptures in mind on my spirit. So I'm gonna just go ahead and close it out. So I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakwadash, double honors to my apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all the brothers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abad Babal, Shalom.